Welcome to solverfy.
For this problem, we are asked how many bit strings of length 7 either begin with 2 zeros or end with 3 ones. So you can think about it as we have 7 different little boxes we need to fill. I'm just going to use a box tool because, as you can tell, my artistic skills are lacking. So we have 7 boxes we want to fill. 4, 5, 6, 7. And what we're going to need to figure out is, first of all, how many different ways how many different strings of length 7 will begin with 2 zeros, then how many will begin with 3 ones, then we'll need to figure out how to account for the sort of overlap there. So let's start with, first, the beginning with 2 zeros. I'll just call this part A. So if we know that we're beginning with 2 zeros, then I suppose we have a 0 and a 0 in there. We actually are just figuring out how many different ways, how many bit strings of length 5 there are. We already have the first 2 filled in. It's just that we need to figure out what will go into the remaining 5. So we have 5 different tasks to do, each with 2 possible ways of doing them. So we'll have 2 to the power of 5, which is going to be 32. So the number with 2 zeros, or 2 zeros, is equal to 32. Then you need to figure out, same thing, ending with 3 ones instead. So we can figure that out pretty quickly. Number of 3 1, or the number of bit strings ending with 3 ones. In that case, these last 3 boxes are filled. We need to figure out what's going into the remaining 4. So we'll have 2 to the power of 4 different possibilities, and that is going to be 16. Then lastly, we need to figure out the number with ending with 3 ones, and beginning with 2 zeros. Beginning with 2 zeros. 2 zeros. Well, in that case, we really just have 2 boxes that are unfilled. So that will be 2 to the power of 2 or 4. So this is going to be using the inclusion or exclusion rule. The total will be equal to 32, number with 2 zeros, plus 16, number with 3 ones. That's supposed to be a 16. And then we need to subtract off essentially what will be in the overlap between the 2. So we need to subtract off 4, which gives us that the total will be 44.